All right. Looks good. So just move this back a little bit. First off, hi everybody, and welcome to today's Bodyweight Burn. For today's session, we're not going to use any equipment. We just need a yoga mat for when we lie on the floor for a few exercises. We're going to have 3 sets of 6 different exercises. They're going to go at 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and then a little bit longer as we go into each different set. So with all that said, I'm going to start my timer here. Let's do a 3-minute warm up. Doing a little jog in place, nice and easy here. Just warming up the legs at this time. As for the arms, feel free to swing them nice and easy, side to side. Try to cross the arms. See if you can alternate one arm over the other. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now let's do a little side lunge here. Nice and easy. Again, little stretch for the straight leg here, while the bent leg does the work on pushing off so we can come back center. Feel free to swing your arms here. Get about 10 more seconds with this. Keep the back nice and flat. And last one. Excellent. All right, moving on. Let's go into push-up position. So walk into a plank if you'd like so. And you can do this on or off the knees. I'm going to do mine on the knees. Ready? Push up. Warming up the upper body here. Elbows nice and wide. Eyes on the floor. Take your time between your push-ups. Back is nice and flat, squeezing your core. 3, 2, 1, and let's go into plank position here. We're going to do a little walk to a plank. We'll start off with walking back and standing up, going back down into a plank just like that. Those of you who are up for a little jump, I want you to do so as you stand up. So again, walk to a plank, hold for just a second, and come back up. Little hop if you can. Keep going. Let's do 2 more just like that. And last one here. Hold and walk back. And let's do some high knees here. Working on getting that heart rate up. So find the pace that works for you. Getting those knees to about hip height if you can. 3, 2, 1, and let's go into butt kicks now. Heels to the glutes, just like that. While you're doing that with your legs, I want you to lift up your arms. Heels to the glutes, heels to the glutes. 10 seconds left. I want you to jog in place a little bit faster here. Jog in place. 3, 2, 1. Good, we got 30 seconds before the first exercise. So, quick sip of water if you need it. All right, this first exercise, we're gonna do a standing exercise. It's called a jump squat. So with this one, we're gonna go into a squat, and I want you to tap your hands, the sides of your hands right onto your knees and coming back up, just like that, okay? 30 seconds of that, take your time with the form, ready? And down, up, just like that. Down as low as you can, up. Little side view, keeping my back as flat as can be. I'm looking straight ahead. Remember, my hands are gonna tap the knees, and then they're gonna touch each other just over the head. About 5 seconds here. 2 more. Last one, and good, 30-second rest. Next up, we just finished a standing exercise. So that means we're gonna go down to the ground and do a floor exercise here. This one is gonna be mountain climbers. Nothing special with speed. I want us to focus on form. Getting a good medium pace here. All right, so hips are low, hands just under the shoulders. Going in 3, 2, 1, and start climbing that mountain. One knee in front, alternate. Light feet here, light feet. There shouldn't be any stomping during this time. Some have a tendency to want to lift up their hips during this time. I want you to keep them nice and low for the next 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and good. All right, standing back up. Exercise number 3, we're going to do some lunges. I call these ones mummy lunges. I call them that because we're going to have our hands out in front the entire time. Switching from one leg up to the other leg. All right, so switching legs, arms will be about shoulder height here. So get into position. Make sure you step very far back for this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Pick a leg and go. Lunge, up. Other leg, lunge, just like that. Keeping your core tight to help with balance. Core is tight and your back is nice and flat. You shouldn't be rounding your back at this time. There should be no looking down. You want to look straight ahead. 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those arms. Going back to another floor plank position, on or off the knees for this one. We're going to do what's called spider push-ups. Actually, I think for this one, I'm going to pan my camera down just a little bit here. So with this spider push-up, on or off the knees, you want one hand in front, push up, and then you'll alternate those hands, all right? Ready? One hand forward, push up, just like that. Switching arms and push up. Watch your elbows here. Make sure they go nice and wide so we can really work the chest here. Eyes on the floor. Keep it going. Now I am on my knees, but if you want to do them off your knees, that's up to you. Just like that. 3, 2, let's do one more. And very good. All right, 2 more exercises to go before we finish the first set. So I'm going to pan back up here. Next up is what's called globe jump. So watch my feet here. I'm going to use my mat, and I'm going to try and jump to each corner of my mat. So I'll jump forward, to the side, back, and side again. Okay? So pick a corner. We're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Forward, side, back, and side. Watch the feet here. I'm keeping them just a little bit closer together than my shoulder width. Okay? Now, if this is getting to be too much and you want to do one leg at a time, it does make it a little easier. So you can just keep going. Keep going. Good swing of the arms here. Last one. Good. Ooh, I need a sip before our last exercise here. All right. Next up is bear crawls. I think for this one, I'm going to move my mat to the side. So on the floor with me, bear crawl looks like this. We're going to have one hand and one foot close together like so. So I got my left side real close together. We're going to walk forward, forward, back, back. So watch this. Ready? Forward, forward, back, back. I'm moving one opposite arm and an opposite leg together so I can get this motion right. If this motion is too much for anyone, just simply hold the plank. All right, that's your alternative. 5 seconds. Let's try one more forward, and then we'll finish there. All right, standing up. Okay, so that was the first round. Now we're going to go into round 2, which just means everything's going to be done again, but it's going to be 10 seconds longer. The break is still 30 seconds. Keep that in mind. So, first exercise, we're going to do our squat jacks, all right, or jump squats, however you want to call them. 5 seconds. So feet together, hands up, fingers touching, and going down. Just like that. If you can, I want you to try and squat a little bit lower than your last set. If you can. Getting those feet nice and wide, a little more than shoulder width apart. Back is nice and flat, and looking straight ahead. Keep it going. We got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and good. Dropping those arms. Quick sip of water if you need it. Okay, moving on. We got the mountain climbers again. We're going a little bit longer here, and I do want to pick up the pace just a tiny bit. So I hope you can do the same. All right, so plank position. Make sure your hands are right under your shoulders. Knees up. Have one foot in front to start off. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. A little bit faster here. Keeping your eyes on the floor in that space between your hands. Watch your hips here. Make sure they're low. Keep them nice and low. Heart rate should be up, up. Find the pace that works for you because we're still going for another 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good. Standing back up, we're going to go back into our mummy lunges. So alternating the leg and keeping those hands in front. Now watch the knee here real quick. Make sure you go as low as you possibly can until just before you touch the floor. There should be no touching the floor with your back knee here. We want to avoid that. Just let it hover. So, hands up, shoulder height, pick a leg, and go. Now I'm going to use my mat here, and I do have a mirror right in front of me, so I can see how far back my foot is going into the lunge. I want to make it so that I got one leg or one foot on either side of my mat. That's how I know I'm getting a good distance away for the lunge. Nearly done. We got 10 seconds here. Core is tight. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those arms. You might feel that a little bit in the shoulders too. Okay, going back to our spider push-up. So I'm going to pan down again for this one. On or off the knees, that's up to you. So plank position, on or off the knees. I'm going to start off on the knees myself. Take one hand, put it in front, and get ready for the push-up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up and switch arms quickly now. Go. Go. Keep it going. If you are on your knees like me, watch out for your glutes. Make sure you get a good little squeeze in your glutes during this time to avoid your hips from doing something like this. We want to avoid that. This motion right here. If we do that, we disengage the core and the chest. We don't want that. So squeeze the glutes. We've got 10 seconds left. I'm going to do the rest off my knees. Do what works best for you. Last one. Good. All right, standing back up. We're going to go into globe jumps here. Jumping from one corner to the next if you have a mat. And if you don't have a mat, just give it your all. We're jumping forward, to the side, back, and side again, all right? So we've got 10 seconds here. Quick sip for me because I need it. All right, in position. 3, 2, feet together if you can, and let's go. Forward, side, back, and side again. Keep those feet close together. If you can, if it's comfortable for you, try to have your feet almost touching like this. If that doesn't work for you, you can have them just a little wider apart here. But I do recommend you have your legs close together so that we're working the core just a little bit harder with balance. 5 seconds. Let's do one more. Good. Okay, back to our bear crawls or holding plank for 40 seconds. All right, so if the bear crawl motion is not for you, just hold plank. Catch your breath. Catch your breath, everybody. 10 seconds here. So let's go into plank position. If you're going to crawl with me, have your left hand back and left foot forward. And we're going to move opposite arm, opposite leg, back and back. Now, I'm only moving a couple steps forward and back because I'm on camera. But if you have more room and you can do more than 2 steps forward and back, go for it. See how far you can go in this bear crawl position. We're more than halfway through, and then we're going to move on to set number 3, our final set with these exercises. 3, 2, one more time forward. Done. Ah, that wasn't bad. Okay. Quick sip of water, everyone. We got about 20 seconds. So, our third and final set. All right. Starting off with the squat jacks. It's going to be 50 seconds on and 30 seconds break in between. So with me, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go down, up, down, up. Now, I'm not going to focus too much on speed here because what I'd rather do is go real deep into my squat and then pop back up. Pop back up. Keep it going. We got about 30 seconds left. Back is flat. When you're jumping with your feet to the side and center, watch your heels. Make sure your heels are on the floor. Keep the heels on the floor, especially when you squat. 10 seconds. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Mountain climbers next. So when you're ready, on the floor, in a plank position. All right. Going down. Shake out your arms a little bit. Shake out your legs. We got some time. All right, about 5 seconds. So if you haven't already, plank position, feet off or knees off the floor, and move your feet. So just like last time, I want to go a tiny bit faster here, but not too much, because we're also going longer. So this should be the fastest you can go for the next, looks like we got 30 seconds left. Do what you can. If you end up slowing down, that's okay. All you gotta do is just keep going. 20 seconds left. Eyes on the floor, in that space between your hands, keeping the hips low, working your core. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more, and good. Woo. Standing up, mummy lunges. Arms out in front and switching the legs. Again, if you got a mat like me, I'm gonna have 1 foot in front, and I'm gonna use the mirror to make sure I lunge far back enough. Ooh, legs are on fire. All right, got about 5 seconds. Arms up, 1 leg back for a start, and lunge, come forward. Lunge, forward. Now notice here I slowed down the pace a little bit. The heart rate might drop a little bit, but not too much. Still working my legs. Still got blood pumping. So find the pace that works for you so that your form is not off. I gotta come forward to my mat again. We've got about 15 seconds left. So keep going. Back is nice and flat. Your core should be tight. Couple more. 2 more. Last one, and very good. Stick out those arms. Even without weight, it can be killer for the shoulders. All right, spider push-ups. So on the floor, I'm going to pan down once more. Okay, plank position. If you're on your knees, I want you to focus on squeezing your glutes a little bit here for your push-ups. So one hand in front. Ready? Let's go. Switching arms as fast as you can to get as many push-ups in as possible for the next 40 seconds is what we got left. Switching quick. Elbows nice and wide so we can really work our chest. And we're gonna work our core by squeezing our glutes, which will help keep the hips nice and low. Eyes on the floor, going as low as you can to the floor. We got about 15 seconds left. Do what you can. I'm gonna do the rest of my time off my knees. 5 seconds, let's try 2 more. 1, 2, and done. Okay, last time with a standing exercise for our rounds. Okay. Getting into position, we're gonna use, I'm gonna pan down just a little bit more so you can see my mat. There we go. Using the mat, we're gonna step or jump to all 4 corners here. Get a good swing of your arms to help with your leap. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, up, keep it going. If you want a real challenge, instead of jumping far to your side, try turning. You gotta jump far forward and back. That's the hard part, is jumping far when you jump back. Get a good swing with your arms. Back is nice and flat during this time. 20 seconds left. If it gets to be too much, remember, you can try one leg at a time, just like that. Okay? 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1 more. And good. Okay, back to the plank or bear crawl. All right, so, I need water. I'm gonna do my best to do my bear crawl for the whole 50 seconds. I hope you can do the same with me. So, with 10 seconds left, plank position, try left side here first. Left hand back, left leg forward, and 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Notice my pace here, it hasn't changed, because I know this is tough. This is a full body exercise, working the upper body, the lower body, and of course, we're working the core during this time. 30 seconds left. But again, if you have more room than me, then I encourage you to take more than 2 steps forward and back. See how far you can go. We got about 15 seconds left. After that, we'll have about a minute break, and I'll talk about our Tabata, our 4-minute Tabata. 3, 2, 1, and good. All right. Okay, so about a minute or so before we get started with Tabata. So real quick, it's gonna be 20 seconds on, followed by a 10-second period where we want to get into position for the next exercise. So the first one, we're gonna do burpees. 20 seconds of burpees, just like that. After that, We're gonna do a low in and out squat, staying low, going wide and center, keeping our hips low. Once we finish that, there's 2 more to go. After that, we're gonna get back on the floor for a push-up jack. It looks like this. We push up with our legs wide and center. If that's too much, just do a regular push-up. After that, we're gonna get into position for crunches, all right? So, 20 seconds left for our break. Get a quick sip of water if you need it. And when you're ready, stand with me and get ready for burpees. Sweeten out the arms a little bit. And we're gonna go in. 3, 2, 1. Down on the floor. Burpee, stand up. Keep it going. Burpee, stand up. What I'm doing here is I'm keeping my feet nice and wide, so my feet will be on the outside of my hands. Keeping the hips low. Let's do 1 more. And very good. Standing up. Let's start with our out and ins with the low squat. Like so. Feet together, knees together, hands in front, and go. 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 If you have a mat like me, you can turn to the side so your feet go off and back on to your mat. Try to get your feet together, going back in. 3, 2, 1, done. Catch your breath real quick because we got push-ups in 5 seconds. So, regular push-ups, otherwise, you're gonna move your legs with me. Ready? Let's go. Out and in. Down and up with the push-up. Out and in with the legs. Down and up. Keep going. We got about 5 seconds here. A couple more. Last one. Good. Into position for your crunches. Now, this one's a little different from a regular crunch. I want you to lift up your feet here. Hands on the back of your legs. And we're gonna go out and in, just like that. Out and in. To make it tough, hands over the knees. 5 seconds. 1 more. Good. Standing back up. No breaks here. We're gonna go right back into the burpees. So I'm gonna have my feet wide for this one. Ready, down, plank, back in, stand up. No need to jump here. Watch the hips here. Keep them low for the plank and bringing them back in. 5 seconds here. So let's do 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right. Back to the low squat, jumping out and in. Start with the legs together, like so. Hands in front, going out and in. Out and in. Back is flat. And again, if you got a mat, turn to the side like me, so your feet go off and back on to your mat. Nearly done here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Push-ups with the jacks if you can. If not, regular push-ups on or off your knees. Get to position and let's go. Out, in, push up, down, up, down, up. If it gets to be too much, again, regular push-up. Can't say that enough. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last exercise here, turning around onto our glutes. Hands on the back of your legs if needed. And we're gonna be like accordions here. Out and in, out and in. Hands up if you can. In, out, in. Try to keep your shoulder blades from touching the floor. 5 seconds. 2 more. 1 more. And done. Woo. And that is it for bodyweight burn. Before I finish up, I'm gonna be on my knees here, quick little stretch. Up, take a deep breath in, and out. Deep breath in, and out. All right, so that is it for Bodyweight Burn. Thank you all for joining me at this time. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the chat. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.